we've just been grinding in practice as a team, trusting in each other, just working together, and every practice, every day, we get better and better, and we learn from every practice and every game. So these 3 wins is big for us, and it's just another step. Yeah, it was good to see a couple go in, man. Starting to feel good with it, and my teammates encourage me every day, tell me to keep shooting. So I give big claps to them, my teammate and my coaching staff, like really keep me going and tell me to keep shooting. So it keeps me confident. Whatever the team really needs for us. I know we're the young guys, and there's a lot of veterans on this team, and there's a lot of experience on this team. So we learn off them and really come in just to play defense. Offense is going to find us, but rebounding and defense wins games. So our mindset really coming in, speaking for both of us a little bit, is to just come in, sit down, play defense, and rebound for our team, and let the offense come to us. We're really close, us three, me, Josh, and Sage, and so is the whole team. The whole team is really close with each other. Whole team really bonds. We all talk to each other. There's no 1 man out or 3 man out. We're all really close, circled. So yeah, we're gonna look good this year. But very, very looking forward to the future here. Rob and John are really experienced players, both for last years. So John speaks to me a lot with his defensive analytics, and Rob too, because they're both really good defenders. And I really look up to John on the defensive part, and he just is in my ear the whole game on the bench or in practice, and while he's hurt, he's just in my ear talking to me on the phone. I just pick up things from him because he's a really good defender. I'm very humble. I'm not a trash talker. They were just talking a little bit on the bench, and I said something, but it's just a next play mentality, and learn from it, and get used to college basketball.
Coach didn't seem too mad.
About the dunk, maybe at that attempt.
Huh?
The dunk attempt at the end.
Yeah, I wanted that one. For sure. Really looking forward to that matchup. It's a great city matchup in Crosstown, man. Really good team. Xavier's a really good team this year and last year. And we look forward to it. We look forward to getting after it with our team, and we're preparing for it this week.
We've been trying to get the guys to get their head around what we got to do defensively, and how we got to approach defense, and how we got to evaluate ourselves possession after possession defensively. And I thought the intent to guard to start tonight was there, and that's the first step. Is you got to have the intent. Is it consistent enough yet? No. Are there lulls like that last 4 or 5 minutes of the first half? I was disappointed. There were some stretches in the second half. You just want to get back and get your defense set or not take a break. But I think they're starting to wrap their heads around how we have to approach it, the identity that we have to have on the defensive end. You look down and you take 4 or 5 charges, and that's always a really good sign. Guys willing to rotate for each other, put their body on the ball. And I thought there were a couple times we tried to take charges when we were just in the restricted area. So many more times, we put our body in front of the ball. So again, that's the part of the night that I was pleased with, even though I wasn't pleased with every play. I was pleased with the intent to want to start defending and rebounding. You look down and, you're 56-41 on the board. You always like to see that. I wouldn't like to give up 12 offensive rebounds, but you're doing a good job on the board. And you look down and Bryant shoots, who's a good offensive team, shoots 29% from the game. And so again, those are some of the things that you're happy about. I thought Dave DeJulius, losing Rob Hennessy, that stinks. And I thought he was starting to kind of find his way offensively. We made some offensive adjustments to what we were doing, and I thought he was a guy that was going to really benefit from those, and he looked comfortable, I thought, offensively for the first time in our last game. But this is life and this is basketball, and so as down as I am for Rob, and as tough as that can be big picture for the team, I think collectively you can overcome it if each guy kind of gives a little more. It's the same thing with John and Rob, and I think it's giving guys opportunities to kind of step into bigger roles. And you look down tonight and Dan Skillings, 14 points and 13 rebounds, pretty damn good there for a freshman, guys. And Josh Reed, you look down and he's got 10 points and 9 rebounds. It's pretty damn good for a freshman, guys. And so those guys are getting even more opportunity now, and they're starting to make the most of it, and everybody can see their ability. The quicker we can bring them along, the better our team's going to be. So there's some things there I was pleased with. The other thing is David DeJulius playing the point guard position. I thought he looked incredibly comfortable tonight, and we haven't played him there much in the year that I've been here. he looked a lot more comfortable, made great decisions with the ball for the most part. And I think that's important because he's going to have to play. Him and Shuey are going to have to split some point guard minutes. We went through about 2 or 3 practices, and we're sitting up there in the office. And I'll never forget, Chad Dollar comes in smiling. Vic, he's good. He said, yeah, you see it too, don't you? Yeah, I see it too, you know. You could just see his ability and some of his natural gifts as a player. And he hated this last year, but I just kept saying last year, guys, he's a freshman, and he's going through freshman stuff. He's just learning how to play college basketball, and he's going through the transition into playing basketball in America. When you're a European player, it's a transition just like it is the other way, you know, going from here to there. So we felt like he could evolve, and by the way, I think he's not even close to getting to his ceiling. He's just kind of scratching the surface, but it's been neat to see his improvement, and most of the credit is due to him because he's really worked on his game and his body. Our guys understand, like, you know, we got a bunch of returning guys. We have guys that have played at Xavier last year. We have guys that here around campus and around the community every day. It doesn't take long being in Cincinnati to learn about that, guys. It took me about 10 hours, you know. Oh, this is pretty serious stuff. So our guys understand how big of a game it is to this community. They don't need a message from me. They'll be ready to work and ready to compete and ready to prepare, just like I'm sure Xavier will be as well. But we're going to approach it as business as usual. Try to get better in practice tomorrow, try to get better in practice on Tuesday, and take Wednesday off, and do it again on Thursday, do it again on Friday, and prepare to play a big-time game in here against a really good basketball team.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Thanks, Wes.